Good morning, folks. I got up kind of early today. All right, hold on one second. I'll be right back. Can you guys hear this? Is the volume okay or no? All right, can you guys hear this? Is my microphone working? Throw in a 1 if you can hear this. Do something, somebody. No one can hear this? Okay, I know there's one person watching at least, or probably thousands. That's how they do it. One comes in, but they're connected to Discord. Next thing you know, you're all over Discord and it's being pumped out. And everything. Like I said, it's a madness. It's madness. But the Delphi case, they're cracking. They're cracking like crackheads, meth heads. Slowly but surely, these YouTubers that came out that were such big pieces in the puzzle now are cracking, and we're finding that they're picking all these people up. So what do? Well, we wait for reinforcements, dig in. They're injecting about 60 to 100 agents and police into the case, and they can use it. It's bigger than what they thought, and all this bull crap that it was one guy was a bunch of crap. It's big. Child ring stretching from down south all the way up north, even to other countries, and meth and all this shit. They're meth monsters. They're seeing things. They're hallucinating things. It's all. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. They're cracking under pressure. Greeno crying on the Harmon's banging dope. You got all these people going nuts. I watch a lot of crime channels. I used to do nothing but play music, cover songs, and my own shit. I should have never got wrapped up into this crime crap. It's a bunch of crap. Drive you nuts. It'll get you killed. The people that are supposedly the ones that are the good people, investigators, bail bondsmen, police, are actually the people we are picking up that are being arrested. You can't even comment in their chats without them going nutso. I'm sitting back and go, I've been around the block, people. I've been there, done that. You name it, I did it just about. Well, except for that new crap that's out. The pills or whatever that they're doing, or that ecstasy crap or whatever, these pills and everything. That wasn't my thing when I was younger. Shrooms, all the stuff, the powders and everything. Yeah, alcohol, big time. But that was 30 some years ago, folks, if not longer. So, I ain't buying this crap. I really ain't. I ain't buying it. I don't want to buy it. These people don't even realize when you comment in a video that says, hey, all right, okay, I believe you. Has anyone contacted you back on this? And they sit there and say, that's not the way it works. That is the way it works. They will come to your house if they want to talk to you. FBI will not talk to you over the phone. They might listen to you. But if it's anything of interest, they will come to your house. And people are telling me, bull crap, it don't work that way. It does. I don't know where you people been. If the police are interested in any of these people's stories, if the FBI was interested or CIA in any of these people's stories, they'll come knocking at your door, not call you over the phone. And they tell me you're nuts. It don't work that way. It does work that way. So they keep telling people that's not the way it works. That is the way it works. If any of the evidence that you people came up with or whatever call-ins to the police, if any of it connected, they would come to you and ask you how you got this information, where it came from, all this stuff. They don't call over the phone. Simple fact is because the phones are tapped. They know that. They're tapping the phones themselves. So are the bad guys. That's why they will come knock on your door. Not talk to you over the phone about a double murder case. It don't work that way. A lot of people don't know that calls are being diverted. You're saying it's impossible. I keep saying that. All it takes is one good guy that knows what he's doing within the telephone system. And next thing you know, you think you're talking to a cop, but you're talking to a killer. You know? So I'm done with all this crap. You can't even go into these people's chats and talk sensible without them flipping out and being paranoid and everything. You know, my experience with this shit, I would say these dudes are meth heads. These women are meth heads. They haven't slept in a week. They're hallucinating. And I think the police finally realized that. The evidence didn't add up. Now everybody is talking about this goddamn note. Encrypted note that was just put out last year. Sure it was. Sure it was. From probably people that knew all these guys and women that are being investigated to throw people off. If that note was any kind of clue, the police and the FBI would be all over the internet. It'd be all over the news. We're dealing with another Zodiac killer. You know, they're leaving messages, notes, and stuff. You know, here's the big thing. Why would they call a YouTuber? Like Reno was saying. Well, the killer called. Why? Why would the killer call Greeno? I got a couple theories. Either he knew the guy, or the real killer did call him, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it. You call big people to get your message out. News, CNN, even Howard Stern. You don't call a YouTuber. That's why I'm like, this ain't. They would call the FBI. They would call the police and play games with them, not a YouTuber. So I ain't buying it. You know, I ain't buying it. Witchery? Oh, yeah, I believe so. Sorcery, prostitution ring, meth, gangs. It's everything that the Bureau explained to us. Homeland Security, police. You know, it's everything they said. They're nut jobs. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube channels, and I like a lot of these YouTube channels. They're good. You know, but when you comment on something, and it's not only in one YouTube channel, it's in It's in many. They're so paranoid. Who's that? Where'd they come from? Are they over here? It's like a Cold War. I'm like, we're back in the Cold War days, boys. We were onto something. Get a hold of Homeland. These people are nuts. No, if you call a tip, they will do a welfare check. Oh, yeah, they will come to your house. If somebody called in a tip, they won't take your tip over the line. Well, at least the real guys, the real FBI, the real police. They won't say, okay, they'll just say, we'll send a police officer out to talk to you, or we'll send an FBI agent out to talk to you, or whatever. It's like the IRS. The IRS is not going to call you on the phone. You owe us thousands of dollars or whatever. They're not. It's like Social Security. They're not going to. It's weird. It's funny. IRS will usually send you something in the mail. They might call you, but you got to be careful because it's such a scam going on today. You know how many people got ripped off in Indiana because there was a fake IRS group calling saying they owed millions. Well, not millions. People owed money, but the people that they were calling, it equaled up to millions and millions of dollars. It's a scam. If the police and the FBI knew who it was, why would they come out and ask for help? It ain't making sense, boys. They screwed the pooch. They know it. And I think all these people, and even some of the people now are, I bet you they're corrupt. And that's why there hasn't been arrest. Because probably the big boys came in, CIA, FBI, Homeland, and said this story and the evidence ain't adding up, boys. It ain't adding up. The timeline that the girls were killed, nobody was there, but then they were there the next day. It ain't adding up. And you know what? These guys down there, down south, and across this country, they did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. Nobody else. The people that came into this case recently are injecting themselves into this case to try and make something, views, cash apps, chang, gangs, whatever it is. Bunch of nuts. What do all these people have in common? They all know each other through prisons, or they have been in there. I think it's a ring, prostitution ring, all kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff, man. So if any of them tips were anything that the police or FBI were serious about, they'll come to your house. They won't talk to you over the phone. And a lot of people are saying, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. No, I do know what I'm talking about. And if any of your leads were called in and they were interested in it, they would come to your house. They'd come to your house and you'd give them a cup. You want a cup of coffee? And they'd sit down and ask you people, all right, start from the beginning. Either they would record it or write it all down on a notebook. It ain't adding up. Same thing with Greeno's phone. He can't get it back, but yet they actually gave people back or offered to give people's iPads back, phones, laptops that Keegan Klein was connected to, and other people. After the police got the data, they offered to give the stuff back to the people they took it from. The people didn't even know it was stolen or used in some kind of a ring. But the police at least offered to give it back to them. Why ain't Greeno's phone being returned? That's the question. That's the question you people should be asking yourself. Why will they not give him his phone back? That's the question. Anyone know? When they've given other people's iPads and phones and stuff that they had back, or at least offered to give it back to them, a lot of the people said, no, we don't want it. We didn't even know it was involved in some kind of a ring. It's all making sense now. The police asked for help. We're trying to help. I got kids, grandkids. You think I want these idiots running around? I don't think anyone wants these idiots running around. You know, at least anybody that has morals and integrity. And like I said, some of these people are involved with the police. And that's what I think happened once they started investigating it and found out that these people had connections to police officers and were friends with them and all this. That's when this case came to a halt. And you can't even, Candace, you can't even believe anything you hear on YouTube. I know you're saying Cat died, Hoosier died. You know, there's been 4 or 5 of them that have died. Some of them committed suicide, whatever, that they're saying on YouTube or whatever. I don't believe it. They did the same. Greeno already did this once. Said he got picked up years ago, and he didn't. He was photobombing police. Now, whether it's none of my business, but you know, uh, and that's the way I grew up. Mind your own business, you know. But it's 2022. It's a whole different thing now. We all got kids and grandkids. We don't want these idiots running around. Oh, sure, Candace. So it is just a zoo that they created. They created this. And I can't believe the police fell for it at first. And the police left clues. You know, there's people saying that Doug Carter is psychotic now. The case drove him nuts. There's people right now analyzing Doug Carter because he's got a smile on his face 1 second and he looks like he's going to rip your arms out and off and beat you with them in a heartbeat. The facial expressions. Now there's some people looking at him going, we might have a problem here. Well, sure. The dang case either drove him nuts or he's part of it. These people ain't acting right. I don't know if you people can see that. They're not acting right. Does any of that make sense to you people? I don't know. These people are cracking like Cocoa Puffs, like the last Cocoa Puff in the bottom of a cereal bowl. And you ain't got no more in the box. They're going nuts. I told you, a little bit of time, a little bit of pressure, and no crack, just like Andy Dufresne. All this stuff. They're all connected. It's a big game. What do? Well, they try and throw you off. If it is a big ring, a gang, what are they going to do? Get on social media, start throwing stuff out there to try and throw people off or whatever. They're onto us. Sure, they're onto you guys. But you guys did it to yourselves. Hold on, I got to refill my coffee. Good God. I've only seen some people act like this in meth houses and shit. Meth neighborhoods and shit. People so paranoid. You're like, no, I'm just a viewer. You're a troll. No, I'm not a troll. What the hell is a troll? Trolls died thousands of years ago. What do you people troll? He's a troll. Are you people psychotically hallucinating, seeing meth monsters? I don't know. Maybe. Maybe they're sick. Maybe they're coming off of the heroin or the pills. Maybe they've been popping pills. Opiate addictions. My heart bleeds for them, but come on, people. Come on. How much more evidence do you need? Unbelievable. Now, all we do is ask questions. That's it. That's all we do. Politely. I wasn't ignorant on anything. I was asking questions as a real investigator would do. But when you ask a question and these people go cuckoo, something's up. You know, I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. When you ask a simple question, even though you've been asked it 50,000 times, you're on YouTube. You're going to get asked the same questions over and over again. You're going to have idiots come into your chat that are there just to trigger you or whatever. You know, believe me, I've been through it with Harmon, Greeno and them coming into my chat. And, are you going to get upset? Yes. But that's part of it. I don't know what to say. It's entertainment. That's what you people signed up for. I didn't sign up for lies and deception on YouTube in trying to solve two girls' murders that I'm starting to believe never happened. I'm sorry. I had a little cough there. We went from ice cold yesterday or the day before. Now it's supposed to be 50 degrees for like 3 days, 58 degrees out here up north. But then all of a sudden the temperature drops out and it goes done. It's supposed to get warm and then it's going to drop down into the low 20s and 30s again. So, and possible snow. So a lot of people are getting sick or whatever. And police off the cuff. I'm watching. I'm over there. That Irish butter coffee drinking golfer. When are we going to shoot 18, sir? So I agree with them. Some of these people are cracking. They know something that, like I said, a little bit of time, a little bit of pressure. It might be cabin fever. They might be going through cabin fever. Some of these people look like they haven't slept in weeks. It's just Candace O, what do you think? Johnny Blaze, 8030, what do you think? What do you think about it? I think they're cracking. I think they came up with this whole thing and they're wrong and they don't know how to face the fact that they're wrong. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I pick up my little boy toys and I go on with life. I don't attack people. I never attack people in chats. I'm always very polite in chats, especially when it's crime stuff. I ask questions politely. Sometimes people make mistakes and they accidentally hit their caps. And people are thinking, oh my God, well, he must be yelling at me. And then they start yelling back. I'm like, no, I accidentally hit my caps. Are you people that messed up on drugs and pills that you can't even understand? People make little mistakes when they're typing. They're nuts. They're actually Cocoa for Cocoa Puffs, I think. I think what you think, sometimes just not sure. My dear old dad just passed away. Oh, sorry to hear that, Candace. He was addicted to golf. Yeah. Candace, so don't think what I think. Think what the evidence shows you. Think what you're seeing on YouTube. They're cracking. They're cracking. We even got psychology people now looking at Doug Carter going, pull him. He's got problems. This case has turned him psychotic, or he's involved in it. He ain't acting right. And they just wouldn't listen to me. They just couldn't see it. The only ones that ain't acting right are the people that are investigating it. Now, I have nothing against Doug Carter. He's got a lot of pressure on him. This is a lot of pressure on Doug Carter to solve the case. But I think it's out of his hands now. And I think he needs a break from the case. You know, and keep in mind, most of these crime channels, they all communicate with each other. They all communicate with each other through messaging, messengers. Some of them team up together too. It's bad. You know, I have to say, YouTube is screw. A lot of people are saying, how the heck did they? It's like a terrorist group. It's like a gang. It's like a gang, whatever that means. Obviously, it's something to do with sexual intercourse with men or something. I'm not sure. I don't know. I have no idea. But these people are so whacked out. They don't know. They got nothing. If they had something, the FBI, this is a case that any police department would love to solve. Any FBI agent or CIA or Homeland would love to solve. Why? Well, elections, money, any of these real people would love to solve this case to make the department look good, to make the FBI look good, and whoever else is involved. Yeah, they're out attacking each other. And then you go into a chat with them, and then the next thing you know, you're like, no, I'm not a troll. I'm a viewer. I'm a sub to your channel, idiots. I've been on YouTube for 12 years watching you idiots make a fool out of yourselves. Does that make sense? All connected with your gang, prison, prostitution, meth, gang banging, club, motorcycle gang. Idiots that pretty much brought the heat on themselves. Nobody else but themselves. Would you agree to that? Oh, yeah. Mike Pence's home state, Indiana. Why do you think Trump was on there saying, oh, Mikey, Mikey, Mikey? Yeah. Here's the thing, nobody knows what happened until the case is closed and the government says this is what happened. They're trying to pin it on anybody. Hey, you said something wrong in that, so this is your fault. No, it ain't. It don't have nothing to do with us, me or mine, or anybody from Chicago. These idiots are homegrown Indianas. Idiots. Involved in a ring that stretches probably everywhere. You got people on camera asking for help. These people, Anthony Greeno was a wanted man, but yet we got people on his channel helping him evade the authorities. That makes them accessory to aiding and abetting a fugitive. Don't you people know the laws? I don't know. I'm the only one that told him to turn himself in. Everybody else was, Kate, stay on the run. Come visit me up here and this and that. You got Sean Harmon injecting junk on video. Kids watch this stuff. I don't know. This is just it's just a shame. It's just a shame. Candace, you can put any comment you want in here. If you want to call me an idiot and tell me to shut up, that's okay. Candace, don't be afraid to put down what you really think. In this chat room, you're allowed to say whatever. I even have trolls come in here and I tell them, you're allowed here, but don't fill up my chat with 1,000 of the same thing. God is great or whatever, You're allowed to come in my chat, but don't fill it all up with all this troll stuff, Or I tell them to come back as not a troll, but these people are so whacked out. They're so paranoid. I don't know. Something ain't right. These people are tracking down. I don't care what people's past are. Don Wells, at 12 years old, he was with who gives a crap? He was a minor. You should be charged with even bringing up stuff that he did when he was a minor. He was a minor. It has no relevancy in the courts. You're not allowed to bring up minor stuff that happened when he was a minor. I don't care if he was 12 and was dating a 10-year-old girl. We'd have to lock up all your parents and grandparents because that's what they did. They've lost their minds. Candace, there is no jeopardizing my channel because I'm not in it for the views or I don't have no chat. I don't have no Patreon, no ching chang, gang bang, Snapchatter chat or whatever they do. I don't have none of that. I'm a small channel. It don't bother me if everybody unsubscribed from my channel today, I will still be here because I didn't get into it for money. I got on YouTube to play guitar and try and impress women. There you go. There's the answer. I'm no longer dating a woman. So I try to impress women so I can find a wife. I'm not on YouTube to impress anyone other than myself and to show people you can't play guitar, you can't sing, you can't do that, you're an idiot. And I proved them wrong and they're all mad. They're all pissed. I don't care. Candace, so you can say whatever you want here. I know you're not here to do damage. I know that. I'm not paranoid. They can say whatever. I'm an idiot. I stink. You're a bald, toothless wonder. All right. But here's the one thing. See, I'm from Chicago, so we don't die easy. I'll tell you that much. And that's part of the streets. If you can't take a joke, no, I've seen a lot of people get their heads busted open because some guys just couldn't take a joke. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. That's all I'm saying. Do I think it's bigger than what all these people? It was one guy. No, no, no. If it was one guy, he would have never said guys in the video. If it was one man and two girls, he would have said girls down the hill. Now, something didn't add up with this case from the get go. Very, very fishy. And then when you got your investigator YouTube crime channels on there that have affiliations with the police and been talking to all these people, they crack on video. Something ain't up. Something's wrong. It's a big ring. Probably it could be everything they were saying. A big trafficking, drugs, sex, prostitution, gang, bikers, all kinds of crap. Not only bikers, even rap gangs or whatever, the Bloods, they're all, it ain't nothing to joke with, I'll tell you that. Are we up in security and stuff like that? Oh, yeah, these idiots are getting thrown in prison. They can be calling hits on us from prison. We ain't as dumb as they think we are. These guys will be on solitary confinement, meaning locked in the hole. So they ain't around anybody to make any kind of shot calls on anybody investigating this case. Let me get back to Candace. Oh, all good. The ice nest, my car window up. Have to get it fixed on day off. I will be back another live. All right, Candace. So you're that's cool. Be safe. So there you go, folks. That's just my opinion. Why are they flipping out and going nuts? Well, some of these people that are on YouTube might have disabilities like me. They might have Tourette's. They might have been on drugs for so long that it's caused psychosis. I'm not putting them down. It happens. We got to at least help them. But, some of them just ain't acting right. You know what the FBI trains is to look for somebody that ain't telling the truth or is nervous or is actually hiding something. And that nervousness is because they're hiding something. There's a lot of people out there when they ain't telling the truth, they start winking their eyeballs like crazy. They start itching their ears, nose, something to try and throw you off on a different track or something. You really got to watch, You really got to watch. And that dang meth and all these drugs, it's everywhere. You can't get away. I think the smartest thing they did, the states did was legalize cannabis. Cannabis is baby crap. You know, baby crap. There's a lot worse stuff coming into this country than cannabis. Would anybody agree on that? I think it's the best thing they did. Indiana hasn't done it yet, but I'm 5 minutes away from the border of Michigan. So, and actually, Michigan now is claiming that they own 20 to 30 miles into Indiana, that these surveyors got it wrong. And they might be right. They didn't have technology like they do now. Am I too loud? I got to turn, a lot of people don't understand too. People sometimes hear people talking on a YouTube video, but their mic is turned up real loud. So they're talking at a normal voice loudness, but through the microphone and everything, it's a lot louder. So a lot of people think, oh my God, these people are yelling. Well, not all the time. Sometimes their mics are adjusted too loud and it sounds like they're yelling. All right. I'll be back. I got to run to the store. Not too bad of a day today, man. I think the next 3 days are supposed to be up into the 50s, I think. So, not too bad of a day. It's beautiful outside. Sun's out. We all go through it, people. I've been making great outdoors videos here and on YouTube since I moved to this government complex or whatever they want to call it. I've been making YouTube great outdoor videos showing the outside of the scenery outside. And some people walk across my shot, which I've been here way before them. Well, you can't do this deliberately. Why? Because whenever you're onto something, they want to try and I've never seen these people before, but yet they come out of the woodwork once I turn my camera on outside. And then they call and complain. Well, I was recorded on video. Yeah, well, I've been here for I don't know how long. Been recording, never had any problems here until certain people started moving in. And then we had a big problem with all the nutsos and drugs and everything. So I ain't buying their crap. I really ain't. I'm not buying it. And I'm doing great outdoor videos of sunsets and storms. I don't care what you people are doing here where I live. I don't care. Don't involve me. Don't steal none of my stuff. Don't try breaking into my apartment again to get my money or my guitars or any of my stuff. I don't care what you people do. It ain't my job to care what you people do. Good God. All right, I'll be back in a little while. I'll be back. Believe me, I've gone through this. I don't know how many times. They're building a case. Yeah, go ahead. Build your case against me. And I'm going to crack your case just like we're cracking these people on YouTube. They're going to crack. They're literally going to break down in tears. Little bit of time and pressure. And these boys are going to crack because they got no case. They got nothing but a bunch of meth head heroin addicts. And that's it. A bunch of people whacked out on pills. That's all they got. They got nothing. Nothing. And if they had anything, they wouldn't be asking you people for help. Sometimes I think that these police down there in Delphi did this deliberately to drive you people nuts, just like the police are now being accused of being sociopaths, psychosis. There's actually people looking at Doug Carter saying, yeah, we got a problem. He might have a disability or mental problems. That says a lot. You know, I have a disability. I'm dumb. I used to have to take medication. I stopped because it almost killed me. I had to come off of it, and it built up in my system. It shut down my body. It almost killed me. Literally. So I had to quit taking it. But I'm the first one to admit I got a disability. But my disability ain't that bad where I'm going to go out and slaughter people or come up with fake information to try and solve a case or create something that just ain't there. It's all in your guys' heads. Take your meds and get some sleep. Some of you look like you haven't slept in a month. And all the trespassing and evil and the witches and the demons. Okay, it's real. Then let's go back to medieval times and deal with these people like they did in medieval times. I don't make the rules. I didn't create all this madness that I'm seeing on YouTube. And I won't be involved in it, and I don't want none of it. You know? Do I think there's many involved in the Delphi case? You bet your butt. It's bigger than what they thought. That's why they're bringing in all these agents and police. It's just too much information and data for one police department to handle. So I'll be back in a little while. You guys be safe. And remember, I like these channels that I watch. And I watch a lot of good channels. Okay? Some of them are overworked. And now I'm saying this only politely. Only politely, not to hurt nobody's feelings, not to try and make anyone look like an idiot. But I watch a lot of YouTube channels. I watch a lot of documentaries and CIA stuff and FBI training stuff and police stuff to know that some of these people are not telling the truth. And I do watch a lot of these channels, and they are they're giving themselves away. There is actual police and FBI watching these people going, these people just gave themselves away. They are. Some of them are. I agree with that. I even watch Sonny Justice. I watch all kind No Thanks, Benny Keys, The Real Griff, Betty Bullhorn, all these people. True crime or true crime and tragedies or whatever. The other lady that's named Betty. I watch all these guys. All of them. Some of them are great. Some of them needs to get some sleep. Some of them, well, they're in it just for the money. Some of them, well, they're just in it to scam people. I don't know what to tell you. I've never had to make a dollar off of scamming. I wasn't raised that way. I learned to trade at a young age. I worked with a disability and never got a check from the government until recently. You know, I didn't have to kill, rape, and pillage to make a dollar. I'm in my 50s. I'm going to enjoy my retirement and enjoy my life and try and better myself, other than getting wrapped up into these psychosis that's going on YouTube. It's unreal. It's unbelievable. Now, like I said, I like all these people, but for some reason they try and use me as Well, what's wrong with you? Don't you understand? No, I don't understand most of you people because you don't live. You don't know my kind in your worlds. You understand? I was raised not to kill, hurt, steal, pillage. And if you did do something like that, you apologized for it and you changed your life. These people can't. They make a living off of it. Most of these women you're seeing are probably prostitutes or ran by some guy, the big pimp. You know, they're YouTube teams, gangs, whatever. I don't care. I'm ready. I've had enough. I'm retired. I don't have to impress nobody. All I got to do is protect me and mine. And we will do that. I'll tell you that much. We'll lock this country completely down and knock on everybody's door to get rid of you idiots in this country. I think there is a change coming, and I think people are knowing that we might be having a war right here in the United States, something that hasn't been done since 1776. I know. I'm trying to tell these people, we're tired of these people in our country. And they just don't get it. They don't get it. They ain't got a clue of what's coming in this country. Not a clue. And I'm with them. We're tired of these idiots. I'm an idiot. I'll be the first one to tell you I am an idiot. But I ain't that dumb to see that you people got problems. You're covering it up for people. I don't know if they're being told to or paid to. I don't know. But the people that have become the investigators now are under a psychiatric viewing. Some of these people are saying these people are nuts. That's a sheriff. And we're seeing psychosis in them. Well, that we got troubles. Pull them off the case. Get him some help. He's stressed. He wants to solve the case as much as anybody. But then again, I've been talking to some people and they're like, holy shit. He might have gave himself away. You know? And I'm like, yeah, you guys are right about that. These people are snapping. Now I'll be back in a little while. I got to watch some other stuff. Hey, did Alex pull the trigger? Oh my God. Police off the cuff is back on Alex Baldwin. Oh my God. Once again, if they don't have evidence that Alec Baldwin pulled the blank out of that gun and put a live round in, it's not Alec Baldwin's fault. He's an actor, not a professional stunt coordinator or weapons expert. I don't understand that. Let me get a hold of police off the cuff. What am I? Oh my God. I can't believe this. This is madness, psychosis at its best. Just joking, police off the cuff. I like it. I do. I like police off the cuff. He's funny. And he sings some old Irish songs. Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. Well, yeah. Yeah. Police off the cuff. If you come from where I do, the pipes are calling, man. Get your crack pipe out. Just joking, police off the cuff. Just joking. No, I do watch his channel. I like him and Phil from New York. Phil, the Italian stallion investigator up there in New York. I watch his channel all the time. I even comment in there. Great group of guys. Yeah. And here come the phone calls. All right, I'll be back. I got a couple things to do real fast. I'm going to take a little break here, and I just woke up a little while ago, probably about 9:30. I went to bed probably about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Some of these people on YouTube, they're hooked. They might not even be on drugs. They're hooked on YouTube. They're hooked on YouTube. YouTube has become a drug to them. They might not be on any drugs. YouTube has actually become, they're so, I'm getting the same way. I shouldn't be talking because I get the same way. YouTube has become addicted. It's an addicting drug. Some of these guys go live 20, 30 times a day. I tried to keep up with them. I can't. I can't make 20 or 30 videos a day. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I don't, they must be pulling in big money off of it. I don't know. I'm not in it for the money. So, I don't know what to say. What are we dealing with? A witch, probably. Everything the government said. We're on to them. We ain't stopping. Greeno got one thing right. We can't stop. We won't stop. It's going to happen. The faster they realize it, the better off and safer they will be. And quit taking your kids out to Delphi, Indiana, to a place where 2 little girls were slaughtered, and maybe more. I bet you if we get some dogs and start looking out there, I bet you people are going to find a bunch of dead people out there. That's just my thoughts. That's just my thoughts. Don't bring your kids out to Delphi, Indiana Bridge if they are not supervised. Don't tell your wives and the women that you love to go to Delphi, Indiana Bridge to walk unless they are supervised. God dang, people got away with murder the first time. They're planning on doing it again. And they can't even see it. They've been blinded by Satan. They don't even see it. Bring your kids out. Let's do the Delphi walk. Yeah. Sick ass people. 2 little girls lost their lives out there. What happened to the 20 or 30 girls that were out there? It's going to get uglier. It's going to get a lot uglier before it gets better, boys. I can guarantee you that. A lot of people are starting to see through these channels and they're cracking. I don't know. If Greeno is in prison, Greeno, you're not a bad guy. Not that I know. I don't know you. So I only know you through your videos watching you. And that really don't mean I know you, but at least you're starting your life over, Anthony. And that is a plus. That's a plus. If you're even locked up. I'm waiting for him to put out a photobomb of a police department right in front of the one that supposedly has him locked up. Yeah. I laughed my butt off when he did that with the cop. Yeah, I'm wanted. And then like 2 days later, he photobombed a police officer. I was like, are you kidding me? Turn yourself in. Quit. Get it over and done with. If it's just cannabis, that's baby crap. You might get house arrest. But I didn't know his full case. Why? Because I don't pry into people's lives. I come from somewhere where it's mind your own business. So all this helping people is all new to me. I don't know. All right, I'll be back. You guys have a great day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. Here in a couple days, the temperature's supposed to drop again. So be safe, folks. Really, be safe. I didn't really realize how nut jobs, how crazy it is on YouTube. These people are just popping out of nowhere, all probably affiliated with people that are being under investigation. All right, I gotta go. I'll be back later. And remember, I'm not saying anything bad about any of these channels. I watch them all, but some of them get wrapped way too into it. Then they get violent. And if they want violent, we got plenty of violence, on YouTube. If that's what they want and they think it sells, well, that's fine. This is the Delphi case is the only case where the government now is investigating bikers. Well, they always been, but the bikers, the gangs, and the Masons, the Mason group, because certain individuals mentioned that the Masons were involved. I don't think they were. The Masons, they would have sent a pure signal. They would have left the girls out in the open where you would be able to see them with a note pinned to them and 2 bricks in the pocket. And that would have been a sign of the Masons. Don't mess with the Masons' money. But Masons ain't killers. The original Masons were a group of guys that built everything that you people see. They were like a union of workers. They knew how to build things that people didn't know how to build. It wasn't this killer psychosis organization that they made it. I don't know. I got to go. I'll be back.